All right, here we go. I was on my way to go get my vanilla latte with an extra shot of espresso, and I saw there's some black folks trying to shake down the white churches in Boston. Okay, so I'm like, wait a minute, and for billions of dollars, reparations. I said, man, let me go get my coffee. Then I thought, let me just say some quick words about this. Okay, so let me pull these boys up. We'll talk about it for a few minutes, and then I can go get my coffee. Let's see, where are you? Come on. Let's do it this way. There we go. All right, so check these guys out. So, Boston activists seeking $15 billion in reparations call on white churches to commit to extending wealth. Boston activists tell white churches, we want our money now. We want our reparations. We want it now. That's right. All right, let's see here. Let's see what the game is. And this lady, she gave a very poor presentation right there. So I'm just going to skip her. Bore people to death. So I saw a few things in here that I thought I could make some quick comments on before I go get my vanilla latte. So the first thing is they hit up the right people now. They hit up the white churches. You know why white churches is the right place to go for some money? Because the white folks are in there. Right. It's like a long time ago when they caught this man robbing banks. I think it was during the Dukakis and whoever was running for president back there. They said, man, why do you rob banks? Easy, cause that's where the money is. So anyway, let's see. So the Boston Globe reported that black and white clergy members met in Roxbury for a press conference intended to be held outside, though it was instead held in the basement of the Resurrection Lutheran Church. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Listen to me now. Take it from me. I look. I came up in the projects. I know what I'm talking about here. I wasn't always cultured and refined. Listen to me. These black folks then hemmed up these white folks here in Boston for some money, for billions of dollars, and they want their money now, right? And so the white folks said, yeah, okay, we're going to talk about this outside. Then one bubba said, let's get them in the basement. So then all of a sudden they said, instead of doing it outside, let's go in the basement. Nah, Jack. I'm reading this. I'm not going in the basement. I know what happens in the basement. Trust me, you've seen the horror movies. Don't go in the basement. Okay, so just when I thought these white people were being had by these folks, somebody said, let's go in the basement. All right, so don't do it. But anyway, I don't know. It says it's the Resurrection Lutheran Church, so they may be safe there. Now, had this been I'm assuming, well, first of all, we know Resurrection Lutheran Church, this is not a MAGA church, right? Or they would not be having a conversation about about reparations. But they probably would be in the basement for sure. I don't know. Let's go on. So let's see. The commission was established through a 2022 Boston City Council ordinance. See, you get these council people in there and made up of 10 members. I don't know why it keeps going back and forth. Made up of 10 members, and 2 are from the youth community. So this caught me. I mean, 2 are from the youth community. So you got somebody born in the 2000s. They want some reparation. You got to love it, man. You got to love it. Dorky Dork, what you think about this?
I got to keep my eyes on this. I've been looking for a new racket, man. I see Boston in my future players.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot, man. So you've got a city council, and this is a trend going around the nation here. I don't know how big the trend is, but these different city councils are coming up saying, with these different task forces, it seems to be, well, they are in Democratic stronghold states that they are doing this. So anyway, so 10 members, including 2 from the youth community. So you got some you got some 16, 17-year-old folks that I want my money. Okay. All righty then. So look at this. In February, the Boston activists called for the city to fully commit to writing checks and for a $15 billion payout since the city's wealth was built on slavery. Oh, all right. So look at this here. First of all, I am losing faith fast in this group of folks wanting money. I'm losing faith fast. First of all, if they went to that basement, then I don't know what to think of. We may not ever hear from them again. This may be the end of that talk about some Bostonians paying. Oh, come on, man. They don't got those gangsters in Boston. Oh man, that's the wrong place. If you are asking people, well, they're demanding. You're demanding people to write you checks for $15 billion. Checks. So you got, I don't know what this is. So you got some old school people in here. Man, if you truly want this 15 billion, you got to have this money wired to your account, man. You can't be asking somebody to write a check. Okay. So anyway, $15 billion, write some checks. Check out this dude here. Okay. All right, I'm not. Okay, man. See, this is a Fox News article that I'm reading, and so I think Fox News is jacking up my stuff. Okay, so it's not easy being smart. One of the best ways to know why you believe what you believe and to know what you're talking about is to read. And one of the best ways to do that is to get a free trial subscription to listen to audiobooks on Audible. What's Audible? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me show you. Okay, when you click the link in the video description, it's going to take you to this page here, and that's where the magic happens. You are looking for the Audible Premium Plus plan. So Audible is an Amazon subscription service to the world's largest source of audiobooks and podcasts. I've had the Premium Plus subscription now for 10 years. I think you'll love it. Here's how it works. You sign up for the free 30-day trial to the Premium Plus subscription. You get an initial free credit that you can use for any audiobook, no matter how long it is, 4 hours or 40 hours. If you're in Amazon Prime and this is your first trial offer, you get 2 initial book credits. Hey, here's an idea. Totally ethical. There's a big fat book you've been wanting. Sign up for the free trial offer. Use the credit to get your book. Hopefully, you'll love Audible as much as I do and you'll stay. But if not, cancel before the deadline. You keep the book and it costs you nothing. There's really no reason not to try this out. You can't lose. Click my link in the description. So let's see. We call sincerely and with the heart filled with faith in Christian love for our white churches to join us and not be silent around this issue of racism and slavery and commit to reparation. So you got this preacher out here. He's supposed to be representing Almighty God. First of all, on eternal matters of heaven and hell. Standing before God. Everybody there. Even the guy to the left with the sweatshirt on. Even the lady to the right with the pink top on. And the Black Lives Matter guy. All of those people right there are 1 second away from eternity. 1 second away from standing before God and having to answer to the Almighty for every sin committed. Every wicked thought held on to in the mind, every evil motive, and for why they did not turn from their sins. They are 1 second away from that. And this guy has them out there trying to shake down white people for $15 billion. Okay. Anyway, all right, dude. All right. So Kevin Peterson. So they are trying to get this money, and they said, we're pointing them to Christian love. Look at this here. Christian love to publicly atone for the sins of slavery. So you're asking white people today to publicly atone, make amends, say you're sorry, feel bad, feel grief for the sins of slavery. And we ask them to publicly commit to the process of reparations, where they will extend their great wealth, tens of millions of dollars among some of these churches, into the black community. I mean, think how this sounds. First of all, this is shameful. This is shameful that black folks that old should know better are begging white folks in Boston. You've got some rich churches over there. We want some of that money. Your shakedown is you want them to pay for something they did not do to victims that are dead. You are not a slave. You never were a slave. Look at this. This is just a civil rights attorney argues cash payments to descendants of slaves. That's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. Well, all of America right now is looking to be identified with some type of aggrieved group. Black people who should be using their freedom to maximize every opportunity.
How is taking advantage of white people not a good thing?
Yes, they are maximizing the opportunity to get some cash from these white folks, but I'm not talking about that.
Make it plain. What are you saying?
I'm talking about maximizing their opportunities to do something positive.
Getting over white people is positive.
You want some billions? Go make your own billions. Stop begging. All right, anyway. This deal about being descendants of slaves, I am not for that. First of all, if you are, matter of fact, these people are saying that they are Christians. This is ridiculous. So yeah, I don't know why. Look, I was trying to be nice. Wait a minute here. You say you're a Christian and you're out here calling your identity is not as a son or daughter of Almighty God. You are not in the royal family of God. You are not seeking the eternal kingdom to come. Honestly, you probably don't even believe in it, like most Christians. You probably don't even think about it. And that's why your mind is so set on being a descendant of slave. Well, come on, man. I don't even know what to say. Let me go on because I got to go. I'm on my coffee. So 16 religious leaders signed a letter, sent it to some churches. Okay, all right. It's like a chain letter. All right, what else we got here? Specifically, in a letter obtained by the Globe, the group calls on churches to provide cash payments while also helping to create affordable housing and back new financial institutions in Black Boston. If you want new financial institutions in Black Boston, well, why don't you go ahead and start your institution? You do it. Tyler Perry didn't wait for some white people to start some black theaters for him, or some black stage for him, black media for him. He started his own. Oprah Winfrey, she didn't sit around and wait for some white folks to hand her something on a plate.
What you gonna do with your money, player?
Okay, look. Anyway,
I'm gonna get me another Mercedes.
What else we got? These people, 17th, 18th century, they are looking deep in that rearview mirror. Okay, and look at this lady here. She looks nice, but
I'll give her a chance. Boston
Mayor Michelle Wu announced in January that they have established teams that will play a role in their reparations task force. See, these people are egging these folks on. I honestly, I just wish white folks, now some of the white folks are doing it, but I just wish white people just say, look, you people are crazy. Just stop it. You're not getting a dime. Nothing. Everybody who did this are dead. They're dead, okay? And nobody who was a slave during that time is alive today. They're dead. Let's go on. You say, but Eric, they got away with it. Hold on. First of all, crimes are committed every day that people get away with. Okay? If you just want to go in history, just go in history and read about who got away with what. If you're just looking at from, and you being Christian, I just can't get past this. First of all, as a Christian, nobody gets away with anything. Now, if you're just looking at some atheist, some agnostic, somebody who feels that they popped out of nowhere with all this beautiful world and order that we're in, this brilliant complexity, we just popped out of nowhere. Okay, I can see why you would say they got away with it, because in your mind, you're born, you're an accident, you die, you're just a bunch of chemicals. You know, somebody got away with it. Well, first of all, if that's all there is to life, got away with what? There's no right and wrong. According to you, just a bunch of chemicals anyway. But if you are a saint of God and you believe in heaven and hell, what are you saying? What? But then I don't know. Some of these churches don't even believe in eternal damnation. So the Bible is very clear about eternal damnation. You don't get away with anything. So when I look back at all these people who were kidnapping and raping and exploiting and torturing people for money, sex slavery, institutionalized. When I look at the state that was, yes, this not just individuals, but the state taking advantage of this, and everybody had a hand in it. The Africans that sold us into slavery, none of those people got away. What do you mean got away with it? Christianity in American culture and American culture. That's why I'm here to remind you. This is real. All right, so let's go on. Look at this here. That's not enough. We need to move on with urgency. What else? Let's get past this. I'm so tired of this talk about reparations. What else we got here? During the oh boy. Wait a minute. The commission held a news conference where Peterson demanded full monetary compensation for wages and lost lives through slavery and anti-Black institutional oppression. Well, do you really want reparations? Let's start some reparations. Well, he says $15 billion to come in 3 distinct types of payments. All right, I got it down. We want 3 payments. All right. Now, we can knock off one of those. Let's say if they're in thirds. Anti-Black institutional oppression. I think someplace in there they talked about fighting crime. Yeah, here it is. So one form of payment would be $5 billion of cash payments to Boston's Black residents. Oh man. Okay, so $5 billion in cash payments to Boston's Black residents. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, so every Black person in Boston is going to be rich. All right. So another would be $5 billion to invest in financial institutions, and the remaining $5 billion would go towards addressing the racial disparities in education. Go to school. And anti-crime measures. Stop bum rushing Walmart. Stop killing Black folks. I'm talking about Black on Black crime. We just saved $5 billion right there. Look, you people there, that whatever, this reparations council, you people should give me commission of 10%. 10% I just saved you $5 billion right now. I just saved you $5 billion by putting some money back in your pocket, by telling Black people, if you want to fix disparities in education, first of all, go to school, put down these reparation now signs, go to school, That'll take care of some of the disparities right there. Uh, pick a more commercial major. You're choosing social sciences. You're choosing education and studies in women gender battles against the patriarchy and all of this stuff. Pick you a major where you can make some money. Anyway, let's go on because I'm tired of this stuff right here. But you know something? Oh my gosh, that's black people. She said, wait a minute. Williams also spoke about the holy tradition of Jesus washing his disciples' feet. Black people, the descendants of slavery, have been washing the feet of our oppressors for. For what you say, Dorky Dork. Dorky Dork say he has not. I'm not going to use the words he said. Don't curse on my show, man.
How the son gonna tell the father what to do?
He said he hadn't washed any white people's feet. Okay, so the descendants of slavery have been washing the feet of our oppressors for well over 400 years, Williams reportedly said. Now it's time for you to wash our feet.
Now there is a white girl whose feet I may be interested in washing.
Man, don't go there.
Integration, baby. Love thy
The
neighbor.
descendants of slavery. We want our reparations. We want it now. Now look at this. Bringing Jesus into this. Washing feet. We have been washing our oppressors' feet for well over 400. What do you mean? How have you been washing your First of all, who's your oppressor? So the white man. Here we go. The white man is your oppressor. Okay. Come on, stop it, Fox News. You can't trust Fox News. So the white man is your oppressor. The man. Okay. The man. Or he's your oppressor. So okay. So you've been washing a white man's feet, white woman's feet for well over 400 years. I don't know what that looks like, honestly, what you're talking about. Now it's time for you to wash our feet. And they can wash your feet by cutting you said, checks. So you're about to be bamboozled. You don't even deserve $15 billion. You don't deserve $1,500 asking for a check. Come on, man. These folks should be cash apping you, Venmoing you. There's a lot of scams going on with them. Watch out. You got to watch out. You should at least be getting this money wired into your account, man. And then drawing some out to make sure you didn't get bamboozled there. You want to check. So 400 years, this deal about 400 years, washing feet, descendants of slaves. You are not technically, okay, descendants of slaves. You want to look at it just from a human perspective. Okay. We're descendants of slaves. A whole lot of folks are descendants of slaves or descendants of some type of calamity. Okay, I'm not minimizing slavery at all. Not at all. It was horrible, horrible. A lot more horrible than a lot of the Republican apologists will admit to. Okay, it's horrible. It's over. When are you going, especially as a Christian? When are you going to believe the Bible? When are you going to see yourself as a true child of God? Use your connections with God to get ahead. Yeah. Use your connections with Almighty God to get ahead. Let me remind you something, since you're Christian, right? You remember the story of Joseph, who was thrown into a pit by his brothers? Hey, that's just like us being thrown into slavery by our black brothers. So he was thrown into a pit, pulled out of the pit, and sold into slavery, just like we were. He went into slave. Well, he didn't go directly into slave, but he went into well, yes, he did. Directly into slavery. So now he is owned. He's working for his master, and he's blessed in his master's household. Remember? And even in his master's household, he has great favor. As a slave, great favor. Then it gets worse. He is accused of sexual assault. The Me Too movement hit Joseph back then. You thought this thing was new. The Me Too movement hit Joseph, falsely accused, and now he's thrown into prison, Egyptian prison. That's horrible. But guess what? The favor of God is on Joseph. Why? Because he didn't just see himself as a slave or as a prisoner. He remembered he belonged to God. What happened to him? You know the story. Well, maybe you don't. I look, if you were asking for white people to cut you a check for $15 billion, I really can't have a whole lot of confidence that you read a lot. So, and I'm not saying that to be mean, but think about what you're asking. I can't take it for granted that you know the story. This man in prison is getting favor from Almighty God, and next thing you know, he is exalted and he is seated right next to Pharaoh. He's the man in charge. Why don't you believe stories like that? Why, after God has released our ancestors from slavery, and here we are, you know what? It kind of ticks me off. We've got black folks out there making a fool of themselves, being absolutely morally reprehensible, being thugs and criminals and murderers. And you are shaking down white people to cut you a check for $15 billion. And I'm going out on a limb. I bet you have not said a word about all the mayhem that black people cause upon ourselves. I bet you haven't said a word about that. Instead, you're trying to shake down some white folks. Oh my gosh. Shaking down white people, not taking responsibility for your own actions. Let me tell you something. If you notice a great disparity in education in Boston, why don't you get on a crusade and go tell these black folks to go to school? Tell them to go to school. The folks that are during school hours are bum rushing stores and destroying businesses, black businesses, white businesses, running in there 50 at a time and just stealing everything. And we see they're black. Now, those black folks are going to get some of that $15 billion too. No, but here's the deal. You will give those people a pass because of slavery. Honestly, I still love you in the Lord, but I am sick of your whining. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the whining because it is counterproductive. The people that are setting up these reparation councils to talk to people, that's dumb. Again, not trying to be mean, but I believe that's technically correct. You're being dumb. You are fueling the fire. Tell these people to be quiet. Slavery is over. Go get a job. Go start a business. Go reform the black community. And when you fix the black community, when you stop killing one another, when you stop making videos glorifying evil, let's talk not about reparations, but let's talk about the injustices in our nation, how we can work together and fix some of these things. Now, I do want to say this now, because there's a little bit of hypocrisy in me. You white folks, every now and again, y'all do some really dumb stuff. Now, George Bush sent me, how many checks did George Bush send? I forgot, but I cashed both. Well, I didn't cash them because I didn't get checks. Maybe they were checks. However they came, I spent them. I thought it was dumb. But hey, I'm not an economist. And they were under the illusion that, hey, if we have to stimulate the economy, so we're going to send out all these billions of dollars and just send out to people. I said, well, we're in this crisis. Who knows? I mean, I'm not an economic genius. Maybe there is such a thing as jump starting the economy. I don't know. But I know I cashed that money, right? I spent it. So, and I know some of you other Republicans, I guarantee there's probably not one Republican in America that talks about welfare that sent that money back. So you're a hypocrite too. So so here's the deal. I remember Biden, what just happened. This man gave out what was it? 60, 70 billion dollars? Gave it away? So you people every now and again you people do some dumb things, right? So he gave away all that billions. Now let me call out the Republicans again. Republicans always talking trash about welfare. We are against welfare. We're against socialism. Come on, Republicans, you can, just between you and me, those of you that owe those tens of thousands of dollars in education costs, loans that you as a good Republican took out with the understanding that you were going to pay it back, right? Because you're a good Republican. When Biden canceled your debt, did you say, no way? Absolutely not. I'm not a socialist. I don't believe in a welfare state. You know good and well. You're a hypocrite, boy. You know, you said, yes. Yes. You see what I mean? America, listen to me. Proof right there that the Republicans are phony. They're phony. All these people talking about welfare and socialism and this and that, I guarantee, I want to hear, please, 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 in the comments, please, Republicans, tell me if you rejected that money. Tell me that you told them, I don't want it. I guarantee you, here's what the Republicans did. I know I'm off topic, but I this is a perfect opportunity. Here's what the Republicans did. It's my money anyway. I paid my taxes, blah, blah, blah. That's what people do. That's what hypocrites do. They say one thing, but you really find out what they believe when money is at stake. So I just want to throw that out there. But so you know what? I really wasn't way off topic, was I? Because I was talking about these folks in Boston giving away things and being dumb. So since we know that sometimes the government can be dumb, what if you people are passing out money like that? I want mine. I changed my mind about these reparations. Doggone it. I want my money, man. I want my money. What about you? Dorky Dork, let's go get our money, man. These folks in Boston, they're talking about it. They're giving away money.
Oh, you late, man. I done already made my reservations. I'm leaving at 6, player.
Dorky Dork is on his way. He just left. He said he is on his way to Boston. Look, folks, now I'm laughing about this and cracking jokes. But anyway, slavery is nothing to laugh at, but it's over. Not minimizing slavery, it's over. Okay? It is time to come off of this. It's time, especially Christians. You, of all people, you are putting God to shame. You're running around and trying to shake down people when you have Almighty God. Why do you think that Bible is so thick and it is filled with stories of God coming to the rescue of his people? God working outstanding miracles for his people. It is there so you wouldn't do dumb stuff like this. Or one of the reasons why, that you would put your trust in God. Anyway, I've said enough about this, man. Y'all got me mad, got me all riled up. I got to go get my coffee. All right, man. I'll see y'all later, man. Y'all need to cut that stuff out. But like I said, y'all start cutting those checks. I'm going to do just like I did last time. I'm going to cash. See you.